Hi guys, and happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, March 21st, and I think no matter where you are in the world right now, it's spring. So I have a brand new grid paper to start off the spring with. We'll see how long it stays clean. Hope you're having a good weekend in the Chicagoland area. It's been pretty sunny all day, so my solar lights are finally working out on the deck, so everything is good, and we haven't had any snow or freezing rain for at least 5 days. So that is a plus. So the sneak peek for the demonstrators is coming out soon, which means we have to look and see what's in the 2021-2022 catalog. And I'm so excited, especially to see the new in colors. But it makes me realize that there's a lot of stamp sets that I fell in love with in the catalog when it first came out that I ordered right away that I never used a lot. And this is one of them, the right triangle. Love it, love it, love it. Have I used it? Yeah, every once in a while. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to base a card off of using the dies, because the right triangle, of course, came with the stitched triangle dies. And there's 19 of them. So fun. So you can tell I've used it at least once, because those are all the little scritchies from inside there. So you can tell I've used it a little bit, but not to its full potential. So the only thing I'm going to do today is we're going to take some of these dies and we're going to use these. And we're going to take my scraps of paper. Oh, let me get out really quick because I hate to lose dies. Give me 1 second. Oh, where is it at? Oh, it's in here. I hate putting out dies. Sorry for all the noise. I hate putting out dies, and I need to clean this off because I have a lot of stuff in here. I have color swatches in here, lots of paper clips and all that. But I had bought this at the Home Depot, and I love it. Not only does it keep my my clips in place, but when I'm using a bunch of different dies, it also helps from losing them. So what I do is I put it there, and I put it right up here because my stand for my camera is a metal base, so I know they're not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to leave it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I have, of course, my soft settles scraps. So like any good spring cleaning situation, let's clean out some of the stuff we have left over. So I'm going to just make a quick, I'm going to try to make an Easter Day card, but we won't know if it really works out or not until we get to the end. So I'm going to take out a few colors here, and I need a bluish. Let me see if I have a big blue. If not, I will get a square blue. All right, so we have that. I'm going to take out a few. See if I can find any others that are those same color frames. They're a little bit bigger. There's some squares. All right, let's just do that. And so I have some of these to work with, and then I have my baby Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Love, love, love the baby. Now remember, this has all of these that come with it too. I think the embossing one comes with it. I'll have to look and make sure. But you at least get these with it for sure that I know of. All right, so then you're going to see that, of course, on this, you're using 2 of the number 2, 1 of the 1. And I love this instead of the big one so much because all the triangles, even this big one, fit through. So perfect. Okay, so you're going to put your base 1 down. You're going to have your sandwich between here. So let's cut out some triangles. Now on these, you know, it doesn't take a full sheet of cardstock. So you kind of have to, like, these are edges that we wouldn't use. Sorry, I forget that I'm off screen. So let's put that in. Let's see if that triangle will fit on there. Looks like it just fits. So let's go ahead and make that sandwich. Run it through. Sorry, this is really going to move the table. I'm not on my solid countertop to the right of me in the room. I'm just sitting at the buffet card table here. But look at that. Can you see that? stitches. How fun. So let's do that. And now look, now I can finally throw the, no, I'm going to do one more triangle there. And then I'm going to throw these scraps away. All right, so let me put that back in my little tray for a second. Let's do that one. All right, and the only thing I've noticed with this that you kind of have to, because these tend to curve a little more, so you have to make sure that you do turn them upside down every other one, or try to, because it's harder to lead them in, because you have a smaller area that's gripping it with those rollers. So there we go. There's that one. And now I'm going to throw that away. Yay. See, not only are you making cards, but you're getting some good scraps out of your piles. And we all know, don't you lie, we all know that we all have piles and piles of scraps laying around. I have a whole drawer that's just, and I haven't put these in yet, but I have a whole drawer that's just strips. Because I keep thinking I'm going to do like that tile technique, or the you know, barn door technique, where you kind of make them look like, you know, wood, but I haven't. All right, so I'm going to turn this cutting plate upside down now, because you see how it's curving like that? Put that on. Oh, I wonder if I could get that small baby on there. Let me see. I have a really small baby one. Look at that one. How cute. And then here's a next size up one. And that might be all I need for that color. You know, I'm thinking the last one I cut was Old Olive and not Pear Pizzazz. So I don't know why I had an Old Olive. Nope, that's Pear Pizzazz. All right. Just looks a little off. All right, so let's roll that through. Again, I have that one on the bottom turned around to help combat the curving. Look at all those. Fun. Let me put that in my plate over there. I tell you, that thing is such a game saver when you're using a lot of these dies and paper piecing. I have a long one, and then I have a small round one, but I think my son took my small round one for his nuts and bolts. He does lots of computer stuff, so he always has those little bolts that you don't want to lose. So yeah, so I think he might have my round one. I might have to buy another rectangular one. All right, so let's look here. Let's go again. All right. And let's do, I don't think I want, do I want another smaller one? No. Here, let's see if I can get all of these in. Look at that. Now, hopefully these don't move. I'm going to try to get them far enough apart they won't move, because that's the worst thing you can do. If they slide, then you pretty much can ruin a die if they slide. So let's go like this. I'm going to hold on to this one. You usually don't have to. See how that one's moving already? All right. Let's see. And they might be still a little they might still be a little magnetized because of the little board being in my little container. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm just going to do the two. I'm not going to risk ruining a die over a card. So let's just do that. And then we'll run this one through. All right. Ooh, I got that one around the edge. I think we're okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's getting all magnetized over there. So I gotta be careful with that. All right. And now I'm going to do, let's do, that's not going to fit, so we'll go one size down. We're going to do that in the Highland Heather. Let's put a baby in there. Oh my goodness. All right, hopefully this will go through okay. Sometimes it doesn't when those little cut plates aren't lined up, and edge to edge, end to end. But that one looks like it went through okay. Let's put that over there again real quick. Get the paper out. All right. And I think I can do one more. Now I'm going to put this one on there. So you have to run it through 2 times, but it's better than ruining a die. And it's not, I mean, does it ruin it? I think it does because it doesn't cut through the first time. Will it still make like an embossing impression? Yes. But you just have to be careful because even this little baby packs a lot of punch and pressure when you're rolling it through. Look, more scraps I can throw away. All right. I'm going to stop or else this video would go on for 9 million hours because I could just sit here forever and run those through. And that's probably what I'll spend the majority of my morning doing. So let's go ahead and bring out these. Now, since I didn't use, I want to stay in the color family. So let's see. I think I want to use, maybe, do I want to use Balmy Blue or Brushing? Let's look. And again, this is why I have these. Do I use Balmy Blue? I think it looks too close. I think I'm going to use Blushing Bride or maybe Petal Pink. All right, I'm going to grab one each of the sheets from my paper area. Let's see. And I think I'm going to go with Blushing Bride. Because putting that Petal Pink up against it here, and I'll show you. Let me bring a piece over. Oh my goodness. So here's Blushing Bride. I think that's going to look good with it. Petal Pink, see how it looks kind of more orange or peach than pink when I do it. So I'm going to use Blushing Bride for my card piece. Let me throw that over to the side. Let me go ahead and move that off to the side. Bring out my cutter. All right. And you know what? I'm going to do this one at 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to make it one of those side fold cards. So, do I have my bone folder out? It's somewhere on my desk. I don't know where right now. Oops, let me get that back under my stand. Sorry about that, people. All right, I'll have to grab another one. I have like 3 or 4 bone folders, but some of them, the Stampin' Up! Has worn off of the folder itself, so I don't really like using it because that tells me I've used it a lot. Yeah, I know, stupid. Okay, so here we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of, now I still have Whisper White, but I did buy a package of the basic white. So, but I'm not going to use that. I think I want to get kind of a contrasting color under there, but not too out of the scheme of things. So let me get, how about, out of the neutrals, I'm going to get Smoky Slate. Alright, so now I'm making a lot of scraps. I'm going to check first to make sure I don't have a scrap in my, oh, maybe I do have a big scrap in here. I do. Look, so no more cutting. I don't know if that's Smoky Slate or if that's Sahara Sand. Looks like that's Sahara Sand maybe, but I'm going to use that instead of cutting up a brand new sheet. Again, get rid of our scraps. All right. So now let's cut this down to, now a lot of times you're going to do it 5 1/4 by 4, right? But I want to have a little message area at the bottom where I just stamp my words or put some flowers. So instead of doing this at 4, I'm going to do this at 3 1/2. That way I have a nice little channel down there to put my message on. Okay, and now you just start placing your triangles. So let's get out our Stampin' Seal. This one's getting near the end, so hopefully it lasts the whole time. All right, so this one is going to go off the top. I want it to go like that. This one I'm going to do like that. Get that glue from off the top. We're going to go like that. You know, let me kind of lay these down to see how I want it to go. Oh, I think I'm going to go like that. So I'm going to put a little more glue going down. All right, so let's go like that. Let's put one of these like that. I'm gonna kind of, I usually don't lay them out like this, but I'm going to this time just because. So let's go like that. Bring the purple back in over there. And let's see. Let's all right, that's how I think I'm going to do it. But I'm going to have that point there, because if you don't have at least a point on it, it's hard to say if it's really a triangle or not. And then we'll figure out if we have any place for that one to go. All right, so those two are down. Let's do this one. And if I had had my gold leafing, gilded gold, I don't know, what are those little flakes called? I could have, oh, this one might be a little difficult. Let me grab my, yes, that one right there. Okay. Sorry, my silicone mat I bring out because it helps start the tape if it's stuck. Because remember, nothing sticks to it. All right, so let's go like this. All right, that piece. All right, I think those last two pieces there. Oh, so if I put it like, no, I want to do it more of the like little grouting look. There. And I don't think I could put that there, but I think that's just a little too much. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead, turn it over, get our paper snips. And now these triangles, because the way you laid them out, you're going to be left with triangles, can be used on another card. All right, love the look of that, but I want to just kind of complete it all, because you see how it's kind of sticking up in some areas and not in others. So one last trick is I'm going to bring in the big Stampin' Cut emboss machine. And one of my favorite folders to use. All right, so let's bring this. Let me get my plates from over here. I wasn't planning on using him, so this is throwing me off a little. So let's go ahead with that. Plates 1 and 2. Oh my goodness. Dropped my baby mini cutter. All right. So here's my plates. And then the last thing I'm going to grab is one of my folders. Yeah, because I think, yeah, that's too big. Well, I could trim it back down again. It's too, you know what? I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. I was going to use the wrap and texture, but I won't. So let me go ahead and grab my Tasteful texture. I hope this is still in the catalog and isn't in the mini, one of the minis. I hope it wasn't in the August December mini, but we'll see. All right, and since I'm going to use my embossing folder, I'm going to use that and my embossing plate, which I don't see at the moment. Why is it not over here? All right. Did I grab it when I grabbed the other two? All right. Oh, here it is. Sorry, it was underneath my embossing. So see, when you're using the embossing, and this is going to be a 3D one, you're only going to use plate 1 and plate 4. Always make sure you put, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, this video is going so long. Always put the fold going in first. If you don't, you possibly could crack it. If you had a really, like, words of that, you would use this line to line it up. Since these are just like that Tasteful texture look, doesn't matter if it's lined up to that line or not. Now this is really going to move, sorry. If I thought I was using the big one, I would have done this at my counter and not on this cheap table. All right, put Mama away. Pull it out. And see how those pieces that were sticking up, see now they're all just embedded. It's so cool. All right, so let me move this off to the side. Let me take out my cardstock. If you wanted another layer, you could. I'm not going to. Well, in fact, look at that. When that came through, when that pushed out, see, I pushed that paper out just a little bit more going through that embossing folder. And not that it's that big of a deal, but yeah, I would notice it. Alright, so let me get that off. So we're going to lay this down like that. Now, on this, you have to be careful because once you've run it through the folder, this paper can tear very easily. I'm going to try it with a real light touch just to see if I can get it to go down. Normally, depending on the amount of pressure, when you do this, it would tear your paper come up because you've broken down those fibers. Remember? So make sure I'm doing it the right way. I want that, yeah, I want the purple to go up and not the green. Go like this. Go here. You could do like some of this down here in the bottom. I'm just going to put a little phrase in there. And maybe send it out for Easter. Maybe just send it out for what's happening type card. Okay, guys. I appreciate you so much sticking with me on this extra long video. Enjoy your first weekend of spring. Clean out some of those scraps. And have a great day.